Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn It. Today we are finishing with the first chapter of Mathematics Part 1, that is linear equation in two variables. So let's go. Let us solve question number 4 of practice set 1.4. These sums might seem a little confusing as they have the x and y in denominator, which gets a little confusing to solve. But as we can see here, the values, that is 3x plus y and 3x minus y, are repeated in both of the equations. So what we do is we assume that 1 upon 3x plus y is equal to a and 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to b. So for the first equation, that is 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 3 upon 4. We get a plus b is equal to 3 upon 4. To get rid of the denominator, we take it to the left hand side, and that gives us the equation 4a plus 4b is equal to 3. We name this as equation 1. So the second equation we have here is 1 upon 2 bracket 3x plus y minus 1 upon 2 bracket 3x minus y is equal to minus 1 upon 8. As we have assumed the value as a and b, we get a upon 2 minus b upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 8. Now 2 is common in the left hand side, so we write a minus b upon 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 8. We take the 2 to the right hand side and we get a minus b is equal to minus 2 upon 8, which is minus 1 upon 4. Now to again get rid of the denominators, we do the same thing, that is take the 4 to the left hand side, which gives us 4a minus 4b is equal to minus 1. We name this as equation 2, and as we can see, we have the same values, and the 4b has different signs in both of the equations. So we add those two equations and we get 8a is equal to 2, which gives us a is equal to 2 upon 8, which is 1 upon 4. Now we put a is equal to 1 upon 4 in equation 4. We substitute it there and we get 4 bracket 1 upon 4 plus 4b is equal to 3, which gives us 1 plus 4b is equal to 3 and 4b is equal to 2. So b would be 2 upon 4, which is 1 upon 2. Now since we had assumed the value of 1 upon 3x plus y is equal to a, we get 1 upon 3x plus y is equal to 1 upon 4, since a is equal to 1 upon 4. And we cross multiply and get 3x plus y is equal to 4. And similarly, the value of 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 1 upon 2, since b is 1 upon 2. So we get 3x minus y is equal to 2 as a fourth equation. We add these two equations and cancel out the y, and we get 6x is equal to 6. And then we get the value of x as 1. Substituting the value of x as 1 in equation 3, we get 3 plus y is equal to 4, and therefore y is equal to 1. So x and y is equal to 1, 1 is the solution of the given equation. Now we'll start with practice set 1.5, which consists of word problems. So you just have to read the question and make out the equation from them, and you have to solve them. So we'll start with question number 5. In this question, as you can see, we are given that there are two types of boxes that are to be placed in a truck, and the truck has a capacity of 10 tons. So we take the weight of box A as x and the weight of box B as y. Since the truck has a capacity of 10 tons, converting that into kilogram, we get 10,000 kilogram. Now they have given us a condition: if 150 boxes of type A and 100 boxes of type B are loaded in a truck, it weighs 10 tons. So we get our first equation, 150x plus 100y is equal to 10,000. To simplify it, we divide it by 10. We get 15x plus 10y is equal to 1000. To further simplify it, we divide it by 5 and get 3x plus 2y is equal to 200. We name this as equation 1, and we move on to the second condition that they have given us, which is when 260 boxes of type A are loaded in the truck, it can still accommodate 40 boxes of type B, so that it's fully loaded. So we get our second equation as 260x plus 40y is equal to 10,000. Again we divide it by 10 and get 26x plus 4y is equal to 1000. Further we divide it by 2 and we get 13x plus 2y is equal to 500. We name this equation 2. Now we subtract equation 1 from 2 since equation 1 is smaller, and we get 10x is equal to 300. To find the value of x, we take the 10 to the right hand side and divide it from 300 and we get x is equal to 30. We put x is equal to 30 in equation 1 and we get 90 plus 2y is equal to 200. We take the 90 on the right hand side and we get 2y is equal to 110. Therefore, y is equal to 55. We can write the final statement. Therefore, box A weighs 30 kg and box B weighs 55 kg. We'll wrap this chapter up by solving the 6th question of the same practice set. So, in this question, Vishal has to travel 1900 kilometers and he travels by bus and by airplane. We are given the average speed of the bus and we are given the average speed of airplane. The total time taken by Vishal to travel the 1900 kilometer is 5 hours. So, we need to know basic formula for this, which you must have learnt in science. That is, speed is equal to distance upon time. Now the average speed of bus is 60 km per hour. So we assume that the time taken by bus is x hours. And the average speed of airplane is 700 km per hour. And we assume that the time taken by airplane is y hours. The total distance covered by Vishal was 1900 kilometers. So it is 60x plus 700y is equal to 1900. This is because distance would become speed into time. And our speed is 60 and our time is x. So we simplify it by dividing it by 2 and we get 3x plus 35y is equal to 95. We name this as equation 1. The second condition that we are given here is it takes 5 hours for Vishal to travel the whole distance. And the time by both of the means is x and y. So our equation here is x plus y is equal to 2. Now to get one of the coefficients same as equation 1, we'll multiply equation 2 by 3. So we get 3x plus 3y is equal to 15. We name this equation 3 and then we subtract equation 3 from 1, by which we get 32y is equal to 80. Now we divide 80 by 32 and get 2.5. So the value of y is 2.5. We put this in equation 2, we get x plus 2.5 is equal to 5, which is x is equal to also 2.5 hours. So basically Vishal traveled 2.5 hours by bus and 2.5 hours by airplane. We are supposed to find the distance Vishal traveled by bus. So to find the distance of Vishal traveled by bus, we multiply the speed of bus into time traveled. So which is 60 into 2.5 and we get 150 kilometer. Therefore, Vishal traveled 150 kilometer by bus. If you are having any trouble solving any question or have doubts regarding any of them, put them in the comment box below and we'll reply to them as promptly as we can. Thank you for joining us for this chapter. We'll continue teaching more chapters in the future, so stay tuned.